Hey guys, welcome to a new video. Theorizers here.
Yep.
And this video we're going to be talking about Thor Love and Thunder.
Yeah.
The beginning of next year we will be doing a review of all movies released this year. But Thor was the only one we're doing this year.
Yep.
Mainly because I got the other Thor movie, all about Thor movie.
Mm-hmm.
But let's start talking about it. So, first impressions of the movie.
First time I saw it, it wasn't the worst. It was better than Doctor Strange 2.
Yeah.
Not by much, though.
Yeah.
Not by much.
No.
It was better that it actually had a storyline that they could go off of versus just, hey, multiverse, people, death, witch, death, the end. Like, this one had... and Gore, he actually has a somewhat of a reason. I mean, his reason is kind of dumb. Oh, yeah. This one god didn't help me out, so I'm going to wipe out all gods, because all gods are dumb.
And Thor definitely helps out a lot.
Well, somewhat.
In Avengers. He fights the Jatari, fights the Ultron bots.
Well...
fights Thanos' army.
Yeah. Guy's butt whooped though, but, we don't talk about that.
He still fought and helped out.
Sure.
Gore said, because they don't help out, I'm going to do it. But,
Which, I mean, sure, most gods don't. That was pretty evident.
Mm-hmm.
At least Gore wasn't wrong, to an extent.
Yeah.
But... now in the next Thor movie, or whenever we see
Thor again.
Yeah, whenever we see Thor again, we're gonna see Hercules try to do something to him, which that's just gonna be a laughing match, because Thor has hammer, he has stick with ball. That's what Hercules has. And then you have Zeus, who's like, I'm mortally wounded. I cannot do anything, and I got my lightning bolt taken away from me.
The Zeus is supposed to be more powerful than all of them.
Whatever down.
But Thor, I saw behind the scenes where Zeus is talking to Thor and explaining how his lightning bolt works.
That would have been
nice. He has
to
point his hand where he wants to go, and then throw the lightning bolt.
And it can turn to any object he wants.
Yeah, but...
so he can disguise it as a stick. Throw it on the ground and say, stick. Yeah. And then he can pick it up, lightning bolt. No one will ever know. Well, unless they pick it up and throw it, of course. Then it'll turn into a lightning bolt and come shoot him in the face. But, we don't talk about that.
But Thor, when he threw it at Zeus, he didn't point. He just...
Well, he also, channeled his entire full strength and wiped Zeus off. Which you would think Zeus, who mastered the weapon, who owns the weapon, would be like, hey, I know how to depower his power. Because I'm the god of gods. But, I'm just going to let this thing hit me in the chest, see what happens.
Yeah, that movie had a little bit of power trouble. Like, they had a hard time picking the power level of each one, because Zeus is supposed to be way more powerful.
Oh yeah.
And in the comics, it took 3 Thors to defeat Gore. It took 1 Thor and a weak Lady Thor to defeat him.
Well, to be fair, as much as Gore was represented almost comic accurate, his character is the only character that actually followed through on what he wanted based on the comics. Unlike Thanos, it was close, but he was like, nah, I'm a humane person. I love to help the universe. In the comics, he's like, hey, Death, can I please you? No. Can I kill half the universe? No. Too bad. That was his whole reason in the comics. Gore, in the comics, he's like, I hate gods. Wipe him out. Movie, I hate gods. Gonna wipe him out. Comic, except he never had a daughter in the comics.
Yeah.
other than that, he was perfect. Perfect. Christian Bale on his score. Yeah, perfect. There's nothing else that could do better than that, because honestly, Christian Bale just has that mindset, and also he is just perfect because he plays in a lot of darker movies like American Psycho. Golly, that man's crazy. Which I can actually see American Psycho. Like, I wanted to see an American Psycho cameo come in, just like him being like, "Yeah, I'm stepping out of this one." Like that. Have you seen American Psycho?
No.
Don't. Very bloody.
Okay.
I haven't seen it either. I just saw clips of it. It's disturbing. Very disturbing.
Okay.
But yeah, Lady Thor, she was wasted.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I get that they wanted to make this movie more comic accurate than any Marvel movie to date. But Lady Thor, at least she died in a comic accurate way. I mean, she died from the cancer eventually. The hammer killed her eventually. That happened in the comics, but she didn't, like, just... But Eternity was... I mean, as much as I like Eternity, he was kind of just there, but had served no purpose.
Yeah.
Like, Gore...
It looked just a bit like just a sort of like a statue type thing.
Yeah, like don't get me wrong. It was awesome to put him in there. It was really cool, but they gave him too much of screen time, and Gore's like, you know what? Hey Thor, you love this lady? I'll bring back my daughter. Like, just finish your goal, man. Because Thor ain't exactly king to having a daughter now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but I love how, like, Jane's like, hey, Gore, yeah, Thor will protect your daughters. Thor's like, wait, what? He's like, oh, okay, yes, please do. We protect my daughter. And I'm like, you just tried to kill me. Now you want me to protect your daughter? I don't think so, buddy. He's like, you got no choice. Ugh, fine. You know, like, if you have a mission and you go so far to finish it, just finish it. Mm-hmm. Just finish it. You know?
Yeah, another thing about his daughter, at the end, I don't think Thor is very responsible.
Yeah, because
He gave a girl with anger management issues a very powerful weapon.
Yup. Because I want to see she turn on him. Like, you killed my dad. I'm going to wipe you off the face of this universe. And he just goes, okay, breaks the hammer, wipes her off, and he's like, well, dirty work's done. Like, I can see that happening too. Because, like, but sure, she came back as he was dying. Mm-hmm. I mean, maybe she would not have known that it was him who... I mean, technically, Jane killed Gore. Mm-hmm. Technically speaking, Thor stopped the process from going any further than it had to go. Jane sacrificed herself, which was... Like, if you're going to bring back a character 10 years later, like from the last movie to now, 10 years later, or at least close enough to 10 years, right? You wouldn't want to kill him off immediately. Mm. Like, because they've been planning this for a while.
Yep.
So you think you'd be like, okay, why don't we keep it alive, like the Young Avengers? What happened to that? Like, I know that they're leading up to the Young Avengers.
Yeah.
But Jane could have been, like, one of the leaders. Because, or something. Or, for example, I don't know. And then the whole thing of, like, oh yeah, if you're mortal and you pick up the weapon but it takes you more strength, that ruins what Captain America did, because he picked up the hammer, did nothing to him.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing.
It made him more powerful.
Yeah, but then Jane's like, I got cancer, and I got this that's supposed to heal everybody. Where's the healing factor? Yeah, so the healing factor is, I'm gonna kill you now. That's what the healing factor is. Mm. And it's like, that's how that works.
Yeah.
That's just not how that works.
Something about that, I've been seeing a lot of videos where we're showing the the new characters that are coming in. Like, a new Captain America is now Sam. There's a new Hawkeye, Kate Bishop, Black Widow.
Yeah, no. Scar. I hate Scar. Ugh.
They also do new Thor as Lady Thor, and then they do show the old ones later. The only thing is, she's not much of a new Thor. She's dead.
Listen, those videos, yes, they're good. It does show how Marvel is getting worse with the new characters. I get that. That's good point. But at the same time, you can't have so most of the new characters have been in one project, and oh yeah, they're the new face of Marvel. No. Everyone says Spider-Man is. You want to know why? Because he actually did something worth saving, and has been in more Marvel movies than most other actors. You know, Civil War, Age of Ultron, no. Infinity War, Endgame, 3 Spider-Man movies, plus 3 more Spider-Man movies to come, plus Secret Wars, plus possibly King Dynasty.
Yeah, and
this
plus the other Spider-Mans too.
Exactly. That's over 11 films, just Tom Holland alone.
Yep.
And then you got Tobey Maguire, who's been in 4, Andrew Garfield, that's been in 3.
Yep.
Combined, more than Iron Man, more than Black Widow, more than Hulk, more than Hawkeye. That's why he's the face of the MCU. That's why. And Spider-Man movies, biggest Marvel franchise right now. Because guess what? They don't care about the other projects because they love to rush all the projects, but then you got No Way Home. They said, you know what? Let's take a break from all the other projects. Let's make sure this looks good. They made it look good. That's why it blew up. Everything looks like garbage, like Thor and Thunder. If they would have made it longer, given Thor, and also what happened to why is there an idiot Thor? What happened to the smart, arrogant, as much as I miss, I don't miss
Avengers 1 Thor.
Yeah, what happened to that? Yeah, he's funny, but he's serious at the same time. What happened to just, oh yeah, I'm a funny guy who likes to help out whenever I feel like helping out.
They still got to work on the storyline a bit more.
Oh yeah.
Take down the humor a little bit more.
A lot more.
Yeah, and bring up the nice parts of the movie. Good story parts.
Because I wanted Thor 4 to be his redemption. Start mourning. Not going, oh, I'm going to be drinking for the next 5 years, guy. Peace out. You know, Thor is smarter than that. But he's nope, don't care. I wanted Thor 4 to be, when he sees Jane, he finally realizes, hey, someone's in my life that I care about. Let's mourn for the other people. He never mourned for his mom. Well, he kind of did, but not really. He never mourned for Loki. He never...
Well, he sort of did a little bit.
Kind of. He mourned a little bit, but not,
He does it a little bit for everybody, but not drinking for 5 years.
No, that was just outrageous. Then you got Tony over here, who's best life. Cap's give it the life. I'm oh, okay. At least Tony had something to lose. If Thor were to die right now, he would have nothing to lose.
His axe.
His axe will be fine.
His axe and hammer.
It will just go back to Groot.
Or he'd go back to his, Igor's dog.
Also, how does Gore's daughter have laser eyes?
I have no idea.
If Gore could do that the entire time, you'd think he would go, hey! And completely blow off Thor's head.
But it didn't actually show any official, other superpowers besides, super strength or other type of...
Exactly, but all of a sudden she can just shoot laser eyes. Physics... The physics in the movie are not good. Yeah. The storyline is mid. The CGI is garbage. I'm sorry. It's really bad. The costumes are great. The makeup, spot on. I get no complaints about that. Good. But the CGI, come on. No one cares about a storyline. Okay, let's say storyline's really bad, but you've got good CGI, good character development, good everything else. People are gonna like the movie. Storyline won't matter as much because the character development will redeem the plot. That happens. That's No Way Home. If Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield weren't there, the entire plot would be awful. It would just be awful. But they redeemed it because of the character plot. That's what saved that movie. Like, Homecoming. The humor saved the movie. If it was just like a Tobey Maguire movie, no one would watch it because it's just going to be boring. Now, I'm not saying Tobey Maguire is boring. He kind of is. At times. Like, his first movie is kind of boring. Not going to lie. His second movie is really good.
It was really good, yeah.
Third movie is... All we got from that movie is Bully Maguire. Like, those memes will never die. They won't.
Yeah.
Sorry to break it to you guys, but you can't escape it. But yeah, I mean, besides the obvious plot holes that are now in the movie, yeah, I think this movie was just a money-making movie, honestly, because if they really, truly, like, Ragnarok, I mean, it was good. It was too funny, though.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can't... Okay. Some action movies are meant to be... Like, Deadpool. It's meant to be funny. Yes, it's bloody. It's gory. It's filled with language. But it's supposed to be funny. That's the point of Deadpool. Thor is not. Like, yes, he's a funny dude. Sure, so is Adam Sandler. But he knows the difference between serious and not serious. Thor used to be serious, but for some reason he just go, oh, funny now. You know, like, you have to make sure that there's a difference. Like, Taika Waititi, yes, he's a good director. He's a good actor. But he's too, like, the action, there was not enough action to counteract the comedy. Like, if you would have comedy, like, let's say 50% of the movie is comedy. 50% of the movie is action. You blend it together, make a nice, like, 45% comedy. 55% action. Counteract that, that would be good. Mm-hmm. Because then you can watch the action and laugh at the same time. You know, like No Way Home. It was funny. It had a lot of action. And it was a good movie. Because it equalized it. Thor: Love and Thunder did not.
No.
Not at all. Ragnarok blew that out of the park when it came to unequal. Like, it was mostly funny the entire movie, and then those two battle scenes.
Yeah, that's pretty much what they were sort of going for.
Yeah.
They just gotta work on how they do that.
Mm-hmm. Like, it's not a bad strategy. It's actually a good strategy. Because most of the Marvel movies are really violent, which is good. That's what we like. But Ragnarok took that and flipped it on its head, and then turned it 90 degrees more. And completely ruined it. Like, when I watched Ragnarok the first time, I was like, okay, this isn't bad. This is actually kind of decent. I watched it again. I'm like, it's kind of bad. Watched it again. Yeah, not that great. And then I watched No Way Home. And I'm like, this is great. Everything's perfect. I can't think of a better Marvel movie. Age of Ultron. Funny, but mostly action. Mm-hmm. Like, in my personal opinion, I'd much rather have, like, a rated R serious Avengers where all they do is fight violently and they swear all the time. But it'd be a good movie than have a slapstick Avengers who laugh all the time and make cracking jokes all the time, and then one fight scene in the entire movie. You know, like...
I mean, I'd prefer the middle ground. But
well, there's no, like... In my personal opinion, the only middle ground I can see would have... that Deadpool is the middle ground. In my personal opinion, like... With everyone that I've asked about Deadpool...
The real Avengers is the middle ground.
Well, yes and no. I mean, the first Avengers was mostly serious throughout the entire movie, which was good. I liked that.
It was good.
Age of Ultron, yes, that would be my middle ground. Infinity War, I think that's what they're trying to go for with Ragnarok, because I think Infinity War redeemed Ragnarok. Because after Ragnarok, they probably realized, hey, this is probably a big deal. That's why Infinity War has so much action, but good enough, like, comedy to counteract that. Ragnarok just could not do it. I do not know why.
Just got to work on it a bit more.
Yeah.
Should have postponed it a bit more to actually work on the storyline and a bit more.
Like
other stuff.
I would like Infinity War to come out before. Because if you have leave Asgard alone. Because Thor's never on Asgard. So it doesn't matter. Just forget about Asgard. Just that story, blow it up later. Because it's not like anyone's paying attention to Asgard anyway. So, Infinity War. Thor, yeah, he gets beat up. Or have, before Infinity War, the first thing in Infinity War is Hela destroying Asgard. And then Thor's in space. Thanos comes. That would have been nice. Because the post-credit scene in Ragnarok was Thanos coming to Thor. Mm-hmm. That was the first. I would like to see that in the beginning of Infinity War. Leave that out of Ragnarok. Leave it be a cliffhanger. Hey, we're in space. The end. Infinity War jumps to that. Mm-hmm. So it would add 10 minutes to the movie, but it's 2 hours and 45 minutes. No one's gonna care. And Endgame was 3 hours and 1 minute. Who cares about the extra 10 minutes, right? Yeah. The character development would have been better. The scene would have been better. Would have made more sense. Because I bet you $10 when Infinity War came out. Because it came out half a year after Ragnarok came. I bet you $10 half the people had not seen Ragnarok. And so they're wondering, why is Thor in space? When I watched Infinity War, I did not watch Ragnarok.
Me neither.
And so I was like, why is Thor in space? And why is he bloody? Why is Loki all this, that, and that? And then, who's this guy? Why is Ragnarok destroyed?
Well, I sort of knew who Thanos
was. Well, everyone knows who Thanos is, but I didn't know how he got there, why he's there, how Thor got there, why he's almost dead. That's the Russo brothers, they're good. They're amazing. Best Marvel directors I've seen besides John Watts. But, I don't know. Thor Love and Thunder, I would have liked John Watts to direct that. That would have been awesome. Because he would have taken that to a whole new direction than just white TV.
Okay, so, with all that, yeah. Final said it needs to work on storyline and composition between humor and action. What would you rate the movie?
Out of what? I'll go with 110 or 120.
Just go the number 10.
Number 10? I'd probably give it a 5. Strange 2, 4. Most Marvel movies after Endgame, Phase 4 as a whole, Black Panther 2, if this movie fails, No Way Home cannot hold it for much longer. It just can't. Sure, it's made almost $2 billion. Sure. Even with the re-release, it's made not even $2 billion. So, I wouldn't be too shocked if, Yeah, I'd give it a good 4.5, 5. It wasn't good enough for me to be I'm not gonna go home tonight after work and be like, hey Mom, can we watch Thor Love and Thunder? I've wanted to see this movie again. I'd be more if a friend was like, hey, watching Thor Love and Thunder, and I don't care for your opinion, but watching it anyway. I'm like, oh, okay, that's okay, I guess. I wouldn't be too enthusiastic, but I wouldn't be the saddest. You know. It's the one movie. Most movies, I either hate it or love it. Mm-hmm. This one is the middle ground. What's your thoughts?
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts. Actually, said it pretty well. Could have made it a lot better, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, not that great, but yeah.
Yeah. Just mid.
Yep.
Right.
Okay, guys, so that's gonna be it for this video.
Yep.
Stick around for other videos. And please subscribe.
Yes.
See ya.
Bye.